Hi, this is Ezekiel, founder of Forex Mentor. So in this video, I'll be revealing what I do on a weekly basis, and I'll be sharing my analysis for this week, which is the 19th of September 2016. So you can refer to this video throughout the week to spot for trade setups. The analysis in this video will be my trading plan for the week. So in my weekly analysis videos, I'll be sharing pairs that are possible setup for the week or pairs that are worth taking note. Okay, so here's the first pair, which is GBPUSD. So I have been away for the past few weeks, so therefore there was I didn't manage to record a video. So right smack here, I'm back. So I'm going to update on the GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, this is in a recent follow-up of what we have covered early on in the previous analysis, where we did mention that there was a little double bottom for the most of the GBP pairs. So right now, price did a double bottom and heads up to the top over here. Let me just draw a line somewhere where we can see. Yeah, it's around the top zone, and price is now coming back down. So this is the top zone, the middle zone. If I plot this line over here, you can see this is a very strong middle zone, whereby there are multiple lows, multiple touching point over here, the highs here, here. So price has made a very crucial break last Friday, and it closed below this middle zone. So it does seems that price is now heading back down in the bottom half. So this is the bottom half, here is the top half. Alright, so this is the top half, this is the bottom half. Price is now make a crucial close below the middle zone. So it does seem that price is now going to is in a bearish trend, and it does seems that it's going to head down. And when it's just going to head down after that, so it will most likely have a rejection over here first, which is the lows, and before the ultimate lows here. So this is, if it does comes down to this area as a whole, it is now 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. So when it does eventually breaks through, it is a clear zone, because all this while there has been no since 1992, 1993, there has not been a previous low ever since. This is an all-time new low from the Brexit. So I do believe it's still going to take some time for price to come down to this area once again. But when it does break through, it's going to be an entirely new zone for GBP pair as a whole. Okay, so this is pound. Next, XAUUSD, which is GO. So GO itself, if I zoom in on the, let's see. Okay, let's look at the monthly time frame. So the monthly time frame, all in all, has been in the downtrend. Quite recently, which I mentioned, we have already spotted the uptrend. Price has already started going up. So this is the recent movement. If you see as a whole, price is now heading up, multiple sideways consolidation, heads up again, multiple sideways consolidation. So this zone, this blue line that I plotted, is the crucial middle zone, because this is the pattern. Consolidate, heads up, consolidate, heads up. So this is a crucial zone. If I go over to weekly time frame, yeah, here it is. So this is the crucial zone, and this is the bottom zone, right? And then this is the bottom zone. So price is now trying to keep testing and resting on this line, which is where the consolidation is, and this is the top zone. Okay, let me just zoom in a little bit. So these are the top zone and the bottom zone. This line, this blue line, is the middle line, which is a crucial line, right? And what happened recently is that on the weekly time frame, there was a buying pin up over here, and there was a selling pin down after which over here. So it's always when we see conflicting signals like this, where it's something that I like to see and something that I like to stay put and wait for a while. Once price eventually fights it out, and whichever pin emerged the winner, so where it eventually does close above the high of this pin, the tail of the pin, or close below the tail of this pin, either way, that will most likely set the direction for the upcoming movements. So right now, price is in the consolidation zone, and that's the reason why price is now going sideways. I will still wait for price to fight it out, and so I will update my line a little bit to this level here and here, the tail of the pin. Right, the tail of the pin at the top here, and the tail of the pin at bottom here. Once price eventually does fight it off and close below either of the pin, either of the tail, good chance it's going to head in that direction, and then I'll be looking for my movements from there after which. So if price does close above, then good chance it's going to head its way upwards, or else it's going to break through the middle zone, which is this level. When it's going to break through the middle zone, and it's going to come down to the bottom zone over here, which is the lows and the Bollinger Band here. Alright, so this is for gold. Next pair, dollar yen. So dollar yen, this is the monthly time frame. So it is same thing as been sideways consolidation over here for a couple of months, and then if I put a line here, somewhere here, right, we can see as a whole this is a pretty crucial level, right? The lows here in 1999, 2004, 2012 it tested, broke through, came back down to test this area again in 2012 and 13, right now in 2016. So all in all, this is the crucial line for the dollar yen. So price does try to protrude through, but it hasn't closed below yet. So this is the crucial area, and if it does break through, right, then dollar yen. So this is, if I look at the dollar yen as a whole again, from the top zone and the bottom zone, this is the middle level. So if price is now testing this crucial level again, right, if price does break through, it is now going to have there's a big room for it to go, and this is the ultimate lows for the dollar yen, or else this is the top zone for the dollar yen. Is this starts if this does hold well, but from what we can see, it is now trying to break through. And if you go on to the weekly time frame, here we can see it further, multiple lows consolidation over here, right, and the highest consolidation over here. If I go on to the daily, yeah, here it is. So if I just want to put it even clearer, I'll just update my lines to the ultimate lows here. So right now, price is at this low, right? If it does close an official break below this low, this will be the 1 time, 2 time, 3rd time breakthrough, or else it's actually getting smacked in between this line and my white line over here. Let me zoom this, right, and my white line over here. So right now, price is in this two smaller zone, if you want to zoom it to clear. So it's getting consolidating between these two zones. So if I go on to daily, let's see anything on the daily. Yeah, if I put here, and go on to the daily, right, so it's around this zone as a whole. So if price comes up, all these lines is also going to come down, and if price eventually close up and close through my Bollinger Band and my 150 moving average, then it's going to the upper zone. But all in all, this is the two crucial zone for the dollar yen, and if it does break through this middle area, like I mentioned, it's going to be a nice straight through downwards. So this is now a crucial spot for the dollar yen to note for. Okay, next pair, USD SGD weekly time frame. So this has been a pair where I've been talking about for multiple weeks, whereby I mentioned that this is a crucial level, and price isn't able to break through all this orange line, white line, blue line, all over here has been a crucial level. So the previous video I did talk about the trend line that I plotted, and if price does close above the trend line over here, good chance is heading its way upwards already. So it does close above, and it form a buying pin after which. So all in all, it's a good signal that price is now breaking through this consolidation sideways, and is now on its way upwards for the dollar yen. And where would it stop? It will, let me move this line off first. It got a good chance it will stop at my orange line over here, which is the line that has been holding it all this while. Right over here, the top here, the highs here, the lows here, and the highs here. So good chance it's going to head back up to test this zone, and then once it does, this is now the middle zone, this is the top zone, this is the bottom zone. So price has already started to break through from the bottom zone. So let me just plot this for you to see. Bottom zone, top zone, orange line, middle zone. Price has already, in the middle zone, there is a consolidation. I plotted the trend line. Price has already broken through the trend line, and is now heading back up towards the middle area. And if it does break through the middle area, then it's going to go back to the top zone of the dollar USD, dollar Sing. So this is where we have spotted, and a good chance is going to on its way to head up to my orange line over here. Let me plot this back, which is here. It's going to test here. Nevertheless, it is going to test here, and we are bound to have a rejection. If not, after rejection, and it's going to be a nice shoot through if it does eventually break through, and then that's where we will be looking for a buying opportunity to this way upwards here. But as for now, ever since it has broken through the trend line over here, we have been bullish for the dollar sing. Alright, so this is dollar sing. Alright, last pair, and good chances of a possible, a very huge potential trade for the year, which is the S&P 500. So S&P has been a pair we have been following largely since the end of last year and the start of this year. So this is a pair we have been following a lot, and the price has now, if I go over to monthly, if we see this is the lows, this is the highs. Price recently had broken through the highs, right? So I've plotted a line over here to note as the all-time high. Price has now broken through the high and is now coming back down to test all the previous high, the rejection area, right? So let me zoom this. So this is coming back down to test all those previous high as a zone. So if I go on to the daily time frame, this is where the crucial area is. So these are all the multiple highs. I plotted this line as a whole, the rejection area, which is in a way you can consider this as the middle zone as a whole. This is the Here is the top zone, here is the middle zone, and when it breaks through the middle zone, there is ample room for it to fall. So price is now right smack at the middle zone by my line over here, which I have plotted, and on the daily time frame, it is also at my orange line, my 150, and my blue Bollinger Band. And if I plot a trend line over here from the base here to all the way to the top, so price is right smack right now at a very crucial zone here. If price does eventually close and break through all my levels that I've talked about, there will be very nice room for it to fall. First stop is going to fall, is going to come down to the Bollinger Band, which you have noted over here. Here, all this while price has been respecting the Bollinger Band here. Here as well, it went up to got rejected by Bollinger Band, and here as well. So it's going to come down here to come to the first test. Then after that, it's going to come down all the way to the lows that we can see over here, which is here. So this will be the first rejection area that we will be seeing if price does eventually close through this area. And this could be the start for the huge break and the possible huge movement downwards after which. So we do not know, but this could be the start, the big potential start for the downtrend of the S&P, which is the overall stock market and the overall market as a whole, right? And this is the crucial zone. Once price breaks through this crucial area, good chance we are in the start of the downtrend to the onwards, possibly bigger movement downwards. So this is the movement that we are looking for. This is a huge potential trade. I'm not saying this will work. I'm saying I'm marking this now as a very strong rejection area. If price does break through this area, I'm going to go for a sell and going for it to go downwards. Alright, so that's all I have for you this week. I will see you all next week.